entire team ban. One of the heroes experienced some technical difficulties.
Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu, and I'm bringing you guys, once again, another game in the Friday Night Live Dota 2 series, which this is Season 2 for them. So this is actually VERANDA Gaming versus Catalyst. And we actually saw Catalyst play last time around. And if you guys haven't seen that game, you should go pause this video and watch that game, even though you kind of know the outcome now. Still a really nice game, still a really awesome game, really fun to watch. The teams were really scrapping back and forth, and then eventually got to a point where Catalyst just skyrocketed forward because they had people who survived a lot longer in the team fights. And that actually brings up a good point as far as sustained team fights go. I totally forgot to mention sustained team fights, and I feel bad now. But don't worry, if I see it again, guys, I'll be sure to make comments about it because it's very important to talk about things that are important.
Reserve time.
Oh boy. Long day ahead of me. Alright, so as far as the bans that we see so far, we see VERANDA Gaming. They're going to go ahead and ban out the Ember Spirit right out the back. So no Ember, no Fund, no Imba Spirit, as people like to call them. I don't think it's really imbalanced. I just think that people just don't like to deal with him because he's just so annoying, so slippery, so hard to hold down. Ugh. So frustrating. So frustration. That's what he is. Moving on to the other ban on Catalyst, they banned out the Sand King, which they actually played last time around. So I'm actually a little bit surprised about that. Actually, no, I take it back. They didn't play Sand King. Sand King was on the enemy team last time around, which wasn't VERANDA Gaming. It was actually the other team they played, which is NF, I think. But Sand King Centaur were the first two picks on the last time around against Catalyst. And apparently Catalyst do not like the Sand King. The power of Sand King, or maybe they're target banning somebody who plays Sand King very well. I don't really know. As far as the other ban, we got an Invoker ban, and we have ourselves a Dazzle ban. And a first pick, Naga Siren, which I haven't seen in forever. And the first pick, Bat 2, which I haven't seen in forever as well. Well, okay, not forever, but I haven't seen it in a while. Okay, Naga Siren first pick. This can mean a lot of things. She's still a versatile hero. She can be played as a support, and she can be played as a carry. People are starting to favor the carry Naga Siren a lot more now, for truly no apparent reason. But with the recent nerfs to her, mirror images, her illusions, those things. Where's my mouse? I can't find my mouse. There we go. With the recent nerf to her mirror images, though, I don't know if she's that big of a deal anymore. But hey, I mean, she can still do things like kill people very hard or something. Wait, that was the nerf that she got, wasn't it?
10 seconds remaining.
Let me go check this, guys. I gotta go make sure I'm telling you guys the right thing.
5 seconds remaining.
But nonetheless, she's still picked up. She can be played as either support or as the primary farmer or the carry role. There's a higher chance that she'll be played as a I don't know. With the Bat to pick up, she could be still played as a carry because her ulti can disengage the fights and stop Bat Rider right in his tracks to save an ally's life, or we can play it as in a more supportive role where that's her job, is to save people's life with her ulti. It's kind of hard to tell. Alright, so let's see. Illusion damage. Something got changed with her illusions. Yeah, mirror image illusion damage dealt reduced from 30, 35, 40, 45 to 20, 25, 30, 35. So her illusions did get nerfed as far as their damage go. I thought they got nerfed as far as the damage that they take in. Like, I thought that got increased, but it didn't, apparently. Just basically trying to stymie the push strategies coming up from a lot of teams, really. Because her illusions are really good at pushing, especially at 45% of her base damage. It's pretty darn ridiculous. But the pickup is going to be Lich as well on the side of VERANDA Gaming, which is going to be it's going to work well. I really don't know if he's going to get an Ags, but if he does, it's going to be pretty cool to see the Ags infinitely bounce on top of everything that's involved. And especially with the Shadow Demon creating illusions for him to have things bounce off on top of, it just might be that much more nicer for VERANDA Gaming. But on the side of Catalyst, I haven't talked about them at all. They picked up a Bat Rider, Shadow Demon, and a Slark. The Slark tells me that they're going to be going for heavy aggression, and if you guys watched the last game, you guys will know as well as I do that Catalysts do high amounts of aggression very well. They did a phenomenal job last game going back and forth with their enemy team, and they eventually came out on top because they got more out of these scrappy little fights all over the map than the enemy team did. So the rotations coming out from Shadow Demon, Barra, and Slark, I'm pretty sure are going to be on point, and honestly, I think it's going to be a big deal for VERANDA Gaming because Slark is really good at the gank. Is really good at ganking everything around the map. And my question is, are VERANDA Gaming going to have the proper tools to deal with the Slark? And so far, It's going to be a bit difficult. Ancient Apparition ulti is going to be nice to stymie the regen coming out from Slark once he does get away. Shadow Doombringer is going to be able to drop his ulti on top of Slark in the middle of a team fight, so he's obviously a primary target. But with the Storm Spirit being the next pickup on the side of Catalyst, it's going to be that much more difficult for them to deal with, because they're going to have to either Doom Storm Spirit so he can't do anything, or Doom Slark so he can't kill anybody. And I think it's going to be, I don't know, the mind games coming out from Catalyst already are pretty darn high. That's all I got to say, guys. That's all I got to say. So as far as the rest of the bands on the side, we see Catalyst finish out their bands with the Nyx Assassin, Tidehunter, and also a Bristleback. And actually, I don't think I talked about the Dazzle either, so they banned out Dazzle as well. But with all those bands, I do see some really nice things that allows them to do. The team fight potential coming out from VERANDA game is going to be reduced immediately because Tidehunter is no longer there. They're also going to be able to not have that super tanky frontline person trying to punch you in the face, and that Bristleback and Nyx Assassin, his roaming ganking potential is pretty darn high, to the point where he could probably nuke Slark before Slark can react. So I like the bans on Catalyst. It basically empowers their lineup by banning out people who will be really, or who can do really persnickety things versus Catalyst's lineup. It's kind of the point of bans, right? They banned intelligently, that's what I'm saying. On the side of VERANDA Gaming, though, they picked up some really nice things for themselves. I don't know how well it's going to work versus their enemy, especially the Lich ult now that there's a Rubik available. Lich ulti bouncing around is going to be really nice until Rubik steals it and just makes everybody cry. The bans on the side of VERANDA Gaming, I don't think I talked about those, or the last ban. I don't remember what the last ban was, but it was something. It was some hero within the hero pool. My apologies, guys. But the pickup is going to be a Witch Doctor, which is going to be nice because the clump up coming up from Catalyst is going to be pretty darn heavy. And the casket is going to be bouncing around pretty darn heavily because of that.
It was time to prepare for battle.
So there you go, guys. Picks on both sides. CulBlu missed some analysis, but don't worry. We'll have plenty of time to analyze things while the game's going. And speaking of analyzing things, let's go and analyze all these people that are in the game and give them... Oh, that's a pretty shiny courier. Why is he so shiny? What is going on? My eyes. They're blinded by cuteness. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright. Storm Spirit. Alright, on the Storm Spirit, we see 1, 2, 3 on the side of Catalyst. Moving on to this Rubik on Catalyst's side, we see, oh jeez. On the side of, on the Rubik, we see Zethra, or yeah, Zetha on that Rubik. Moving over to this Bat Rider who's actually hiding behind a nice little archway. I didn't know there was an archway way over there. Really? Where am I? Oh, okay. I got disoriented. My bad. But yeah, on this Bat Rider, we see Z or Z on him. On the Shadow Demon, we see O on that Shadow Demon. And last but not least, on this Rubik, we see Dash, Catalyst Dash on that Slark. That ends the callouts. Moving to the side of VR Gaming, or VG. Yeah, VR Gaming. We see VERANDA rock the Kashpa. The Kashpa. On this Ancient Apparition, we see VERANDA Quo, or Quo, Qui, Q-U, Quo, Qua. We'll call him Qua. And on this Lich, we see 11. On this Nagasauran, we see Jessica VERANDA. And last but not least, on this Doom, we see 10. So we have 11, and now we have 10. Which is actually kind of funny, because I thought his name was going to be 666, or something like that. Maybe 616. That'd be cool, too. So there you go, guys. That's the callouts on the map. And we actually have a nice little pause, which gives me plenty of time to figure out what's going on with my camera. Alright, let's zoom out. Let's see if that helped. Oh god. There we go. There we go. Don't worry, guys. It's all well. All is well. So as far as the lanes and how they're going to be matched up, I think... No, I'm not thinking. I'm pretty sure Storm's going to be playing mid. And he is, in fact, running on mid, looking pretty happy. Look at him. Just smiling. He's little cheese. Say cheese. Oh, look, this is Storm Spirit. Sorry. But yeah, Storm Spirit's going to be playing that mid. And down bottom, we got Rubik and Slark going to be hanging out in the safe lane, which I actually do like. I'm just going to be a tri-lane, though, because Doombringers, or Shadow Demon will be roaming down there once he places a ward. Bat Rider, he's going to be hanging out in the Suicide lane all by himself. I'm not sure how well this is going to work out, especially considering that there's an Ancient Apparition plus a Witch Doctor and a Doombringer. I think they might have enough damage to kill Bat Rider. And maybe he can't Firefly far enough before he gets cold-footed. But nonetheless, this kill lane is not going to be as powerful as a kill lane with somebody who has a better stun, like a Vengeful Spirit, or maybe even a Lina to some extent. Moving over to the mid lane for the Dire side, we see... Is this a mid Witch Doctor? No, it's Nagasauran. some mid Naga. She's gonna be rushing for a bottle as fast as she possibly can. But she's gonna be going. She's gonna be going for. Oh yeah. She's gonna be going for a bottle very fast. And Naga's gonna be playing mid. My bad. I lost train thoughts. Lost grammar too. I'm just gonna be playing that bottom lane all by himself, which I think Suicide solo lane Lich is actually a really cool thing, because he can actually deny. All he's gonna do is deny creeps. He's not worried about getting last hits or anything. He just wants his levels, and he should be able to get his levels from those denies. He needs to be a little bit careful though, because there are people around the corner. Luckily for him, an observer was placed around the corner, so he sees immediately everybody who's over here. No shenanigans shall be happening at all. And Slark is going to be getting free farm. So that's one drawback to this whole entire thing. Meanwhile, on top, rotations are coming in. Doombringer and crew want to kill his Batrider, who already has Firefly available. So nothing too crazy will be happening. The level 1 Chilling Touch is already up on Ancient Apparition, so they really want to go for those right clicks. They really want to try to catch out the Batrider. And a Sentry Ward gets placed already. The Sentry Ward is a little bit suspicious in my honest opinion. They're expecting to see an Observer Ward placed over here by the Radiant to try to keep himself defended and alive. Or maybe they're expecting to see a smoke gank or something. I don't know. The Sentry Ward is questionable though. The Sentry Ward is most definitely questionable. I think they could have saved it for something else. There actually was an Observer Ward placed over here. This is actually a pretty cool position. I never considered this one. But you can see where the mid runs in through here. I don't know if you can actually see the rune though. Looks like, yeah, you can't see the rune from there. But you can at least see where the mid's rotating in. Maybe if he would have placed it right there instead, he might be able to just barely get close enough. Just like, what, that far? And yeah, that might have been just barely close enough to see the rune. The bat come around the corner. He's going to get hit with a nice little Chilling Touch. And he should be fine. Like I said, not too many shenanigans going to be going on. The casket can come through from Witch Doctor, though. It will come through. It doesn't bounce the way they wanted it to bounce. Sadly, the creeps, or sadly, the neutrals were not really there. But Barrett's going to go ahead and farm this jungle. Take his last hits because he deserves them. And there we go. He's officially level 3 with his boots and a tango. Hashtag League of Legends started. Meanwhile, down bottom, we got Telekinesis getting used on top of Lich. Lich should be going down. He does get leashed up. He does get killed in first blood going towards Slark. Meanwhile, mid, we got Storm Spirit versus Naga Siren. Naga actually not doing too terribly shabby. I mean, she has 5 lives hit. Storm has 14. That's a lot, but at least she's still alive. Actually, speaking of the devil, she's actually might be losing life here very soon. Doesn't lose her life. Storm Spirit not gonna be able to finish the deal. Speaking of finish the deal, though, Batrider does die up top. Storm Spirit still harassing the crap out of Naga. But Storm Spirit, Batrider does die up top. Storm Spirit has a regen rune available, so he can go ahead and pop that if he wants to be more aggressive later on. Sadly, the rune got picked up by the Shadow Demon on the side of the Radiant. So 1, 2, 3. He has all the regen he needs necessary to stay in the lane. Naga Siren, she can't do much except for maybe throw Riptides. But that's a really expensive thing to do, especially for her. At the very least, her mirror images don't cost that much. So the question I really have is, will this Naga try to go for the Radiance build? Because I've seen many Nagas who go mid try to go for Radiance builds, and I do not like it at all. I do not agree with it. Mainly because it's like, all it gives her is just some extra damage for her illusions, which as of now have been nerfed anyway. So the question, like I keep saying, the question really will be, will she decide to go for something else, like maybe a Manta style first? Doombringer and crew getting harassed by Batrider, who's throwing out all the sticky napalm stacks. Just trying to get more. Not going to be able to find a lot. And that ends that. Moving on to more exciting times down bottom. Slark, he's almost level 4, so he'll be able to be a little bit more aggressive once he hits that level 4. I don't really think he'll be able to roam until he gets 6, though. The vision coming off from the Dire is actually not as heavy as it should be, but they do have an Observer Ward placed over here, so they can't see if Slark rotates around that corner. I saw ping on top of Slark. I think it was an ally ping. Don't know, something happened. Something's going on. They're pinging each other. They're going to go for Smoke Gank. Okay, Smoke Gank coming around the corner. Rubik plus the Shadow Demon will be roaming around to try to see if they can kill this mid person, who is, in fact, a wild Naga Siren. It's going to be an easy kill for them, because Storm Spirit can throw out that Vortex and pull her right back in to where she doesn't want to be. It should be a really fairly easy kill. But they do notice that 2 supports are missing. Naga Siren playing very cautiously, playing very far back. She's going to go ahead and roam on towards top. Gets hit with the Storm Spirit illusion.
Dyer's Bottom tower is on its way further down. Fearsome Dire
And the bottom tower
fortified their
taking some damage. That frost armor stopping the push. This is one of the benefits of this patch. It's like it's a little bit. Hold on, actually, speaking of benefits, we got Nagasaki on a little bit of trouble. She gets disrupted by a Shadow Demon. Soul Catcher does come through. She's not gonna be able to make us alive. Telekinesis follows up as well. Electric Vortex just a slapper in the face, and Storm Spirit punching her in the backside with his ball of lightning. And speaking of ball of lightning, we got the courier looking like a ball of lightning. Like he loses his cuteness when he's so shiny. Like he just looks like a wisp. A wisp courier. That's what it looks like. But still pretty darn cute. Look at him. Look at him. He's happy. He's happy to be servicing people by suiciding towards enemies and bringing them their items. Alright, my bad, guys. I promise I won't get distracted again. Okay, that's a lie. I can't make that promise. Barrett is surprisingly survivable up top. Actually hasn't died. Oh, he's only died one time. But he hasn't claimed any kills though, so that's another sad thing. His last hits are sitting pretty darn nice for somebody who's in a suicide lane. His counterpart, which is the Lich, who has 5 last hits. Don't forget his denies do still count, or don't count as last hits. But he only has 5 last hits. Actually, Nagasaki Mage, he's going to be taking a little bit of damage from Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit pulls her right back in. He's going to try to go for some more chain slows. Not going to be able to find it. Throws his ulti, tries to go for a kill. I think he's being a little bit overly aggressive. 1 TP is all they need to kill Storm, but sadly, nobody responds at all. It's like you knock on a door, and there's nobody there. Nobody can hear you. Oh wait, no, that's Twitch. If you go to Twitch chat after hours when nobody's there, like nobody's in Twitch chat, and you type a message, it says nobody can hear you. Such a sad thing. Either that's Twitch chat or IRC chat. One of those two. Now we're doing some jungle farming once again, because that's what he does. And let's go take a look at the items really fast, because Doombringer has a hand of minus. I did not realize that, but Barrow's going to go ahead and come on forward. Doom, nothing really to stop Bat. I mean, he has his ulti available. But he's not going to put any points in it just yet. There we go. The ulti does go through. Barrett might be in a little bit of trouble if Doom drops that ulti, because he's now out of mana and, well, really Bat. Okay, Bat has his ulti too. But really, Bat will be in a lot of trouble if he gets his ulti dropped on top of him, because I think Ancient Apparition plus Rubik, sorry, Ancient Apparition plus Witch Doctor will be able to roam around and do enough damage to him, rotate around and do enough damage to him before he can get away. Of course, this is all assuming that Firefly does not get used. It's also assuming that the rest of the Radiant squad don't rotate up top to help him out.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Surprisingly, a passive game on both sides. Catalyst has been trying to be a little bit more, or sorry, Storm Spirit on this Catalyst side has been trying to be aggressive towards this Nagasaki in mid, but he can't really be all that aggressive. We got a lot of people on the Radiant side roaming around towards mid for Nagasaki though. I don't know if she knows that they're here, but Storm Spirit will be able to see. He gets it slow. I was going to go ahead and go for a Vortex soon. Actually, the TPs do come to Nagasaki. Force to pop the ulti. Catches 3 under the tower. TPs do come in. Only 1 person here though, and it's only a Lich, and his ulti's available though. So that's one good thing. Rubik, not level 6. Beautiful disruption coming off from Shadow Demon. They're going to come forward. Witch Doctor going to be able to throw out his nice little heal, keep everybody alive. Witch Doctor getting himself a kill on top of Rubik. Meanwhile, everybody else on the Radiant squad forced to scatter like roaches because Lich turned on the lights. And actually, it just turned daytime too.
Radiant's middle tower may need a hand.
So nice play coming out from VR Gaming. Nagasaki was forced to use the ulti, but she would have lost her life otherwise. I don't think there was any way that she could have possibly survived. Way too many people on the Radiant squad all up in their places. So the pings are coming on top of Witch Doctor. They want to go for that kill. Batrunner is here. He gets the lasso on top of the Witch Doctor. Vortex can come through from Storm Spirit. The heal comes off from Witch Doctor as well. Not going to be enough. Tries to turn around and get a Maledict off. Not going to be able to turn around fast enough. That sticky napalm though. Meanwhile, top lane gets pushed. Shadow Demon. Yeah, Doombringer. Wow. Doombringer does have himself the Unholy Ore, which is helping his creeps push a little bit harder. Give him that nice little HP regen. It's only 4 HP regen, but still, it's HP regen nonetheless. 4 more than his enemy creeps have. So Hand of Midas Devourer is up on Doombringer. The question is, we'll just have to wait and see if he does decide to go for an AC first, or if he decides to go for a Vanguard instead, or maybe even if he decides to go for Aghanos after. Either way, I think any item he picks at this point would be really good for him. An AC. I'm trying to think of which item would be the best for him. An AC would be nice. An AC would be nice, as far as reducing the amount of damage that he takes from everybody who's involved. And I think there's a lot of right-click damage. There's not much magic, except for maybe Storm Spirit with his stupid Remnant. and Battle with his Firefly. But outside of that, all the damage coming up from Catalyst is just right click. Even Storm Spirit, most of his damage is right click anyway. Slark, his damage is pretty much right click plus stat still. And he's actually going for a Shadow Blade. So Shadow Blade Scotty might be the build coming up from Slark. We'll have to wait and see.
Dyer's middle tower is in
And the items are looking surprisingly plain on both sides. The most impressive thing so far is, of course, Doombringer's Hand of Midas. Lich is working on a mechanism for his team. No Axe is going to be up anytime soon. Urn of Shadows is available for Witch Doctor once he gets enough gold for it. Oh man, actually, we got into the jungle. We found ourselves a wild Naga Siren. 19 seconds for her ulti. She's going to be feeling really sad about that. She does officially go down. Too much damage. Too many aggressions coming out from Catalyst's side. And this is kind of what we expect to see from Catalyst. The Shadow Demon, he can roam around throughout the disruptions. Storm Spirit, he's all about them ganks. And we also have the fact that Barrett is all about kidnapping you and just climbing in your window, snatching your peoples up. So I need to go ahead and hide your kids, hide your wife. Too soon? Too soon? Too soon? Okay, too soon. It's like 5 years ago. Jeez, wait. Was that really 5 years ago? Holy crap. Was this 2014? That would have been 2009? I don't know. Anyway, Storm Spirit in a little bit of trouble. He's going to be getting hit with a nice little casket, but Sally's only casket level 1. Naga Siren is available. She can't throw a net. Actually, she has no net. That makes it sad. Doombringer ulti does fly on top of somebody. It flew on top of, I'm assuming, Shadow Demon. Doesn't really matter. Barrow's going to be able to claim a kill on top of his Ancient Apparition. Witch Doctor's going to come forward. The casket does fly. Bounce on top of Creep. It doesn't bounce the way that he wants it to bounce. He needs more bounces inside that thing. Barrow to call it the Maledict, though. But I think he should be fine. Not nearly enough damage taken from Maledict. And yeah, it's a dominant position for Catalyst. Once again, the gold graph is probably way in their favor, as it was last time. Catalyst XP graph showing that it's way in their favor as well. Items looking pretty impressive on the side of Catalyst's side, despite the fact that the items aren't really looking all that shabby on both sides either. The Claymore is up on Slark, so he's going to be able to have himself a Shadow Blade in the next 200 gold. And Storm Spirit, he's working on Orchids. He'll be able to have the Orchids up in another, what, 400 gold? I think it's not, no, 750.
Is under fire.
Yeah, he needs like 150 more gold. Is it 750 for a recipe? For Orchids? Let's see, Orchids. Where's Orchids? Where's Orchids? There it is.
Dyer's bottom tower had a tragic...
Yeah, 775. Okay. So he'll be able to have that soon. And he's actually going to try to farm up the rest of the gold now by killing himself a hero. He might be able to claim his Ancient Apparition if he knows he's there. Or he's just going to go ahead and wait for it. Or wait for something. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, the Orchid is already finished. Okay. Anyway, the pings do come through. The Dire do see the courier has flown over here. So they say, hey, somebody's over here. It's probably Storm Spirit. And actually, Witch Doctor is going to be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to be in a lot of bit of trouble, actually. He does officially go down. Lich, not going to be able to do much to keep his ally alive. Storm Spirit zipping out too far. Too swaggy with those ganks. Meanwhile, on top, we got Doombringer going to be losing his life. VR Gaming are kind of falling apart at the seams. Catalysts are just claiming all the kills around the map. They've only lost 2 people this whole entire time. And if you look at the net worth, we can see it's way in favor of the Catalyst side. Storm Spirit's way at the top, Slark is way at the top. Doombringer is close behind, but he's not as close as they wanted to be. Keep in mind that it's 1900 of his gold. Actually, was it 1900 or is it 2020? I think it's 250 for Hand of Midas now. Hold on. Where is Hand of Midas? Hand of Midas! Hand of Midas! Oh my gosh, where's the global paste? There we go. Oh my gosh, this thing keeps popping up. There we go. 2050 for that Hand of Midas. That's 2050 gold that he spent on that Hand of Midas, which will pay for itself a little bit later, but just not right now. Just not right now. And was that it? I just saw a Claymore. Somebody what am I doing? Don't worry, guys, I'm drunk. Yeah, Doombringer is working on a Shadow Blade. So Shadow Blade for Doom, that could be nice. Shadow Blade's already up on Slark, so he's looking for a kill. Not gonna be able to find anybody just yet. He's hunting though. He's waiting for his moment to pounce. Literally pounce. Storm Spirit's around the corner too. Throws out a remnant just to see if they can get some vision on things. Not gonna be able to find it. And I think what happened with Shadow Blade? Shadow Blade got buffed. Like the duration got buffed or something.
Dyer's middle tower is in the wrong end.
Used to be like a 12-second duration. Anyway, Storm Spirit's gonna jump on and go full main mode, kills the Ancient Person all by himself. Actually, no, he doesn't kill him just yet. There we go. He finally gets his kill. Lich in a little bit of trouble. Lich just standing still for a few seconds. Doesn't really know where to right click. Actually, right clicks, and Storm kills 2 people. Had himself a double damage. And Nagasar needs a net. Oh, no net. No net available. Nope, doesn't need a net. Kill Storm by herself. Her net was available, but she decided to go for the damage instead. So well played. One way to stop somebody from TPing is to just flat out kill him, guys. Just to flat out kill him. So Doombringer versus Slark. Doom should see that Shadowblade is up on Slark, and Slark should see that Doombringer is building himself a Shadowblade. If Slark does decide to leap, I think he might be able to kill Doombringer just by sheer will of stat steal. But then again, if Doom can get the ulti off just in time, then Slark can't do anything, he just run away.
Dyer's top tower is not on top of things. Radiant's middle
Shadowblade completed. Doombringer will be having that flying out to him. Top tower should be going down to the Radiant. Nobody's really here to contest it from the Dyer. They are throwing the Ancient Person ulti though. Maybe if they TP in behind this. No TP's in behind this. No one TP's in behind this. I mean.
Top tower is not on top of things.
And I hear Shadowblade. Shadowblade Slark. He's looking for a kill once again. Invis Rune actually around the corner. Pretty sure they saw that one. But nobody's actually up top. The Radiant are being really aggressive with these wards though. They have an aggressive ward over here. I was going to say they have an aggressive ward over here, but that's the Dyer's ward. My bad. Wrong team. But the pings do come on the map. Top tower, like I said, should be going down. Nobody's really contesting it. And they're trying to ping the bottom tower saying, hey, we need to kill this tower as fast as we possibly can. I do agree with that, but the TPs are already coming in. Barrett, he's going to be the first one in with his Blink Dagger. 4 staff, only 400 gold away. Second TP coming in from Shadow Demon. He's going to be here. And third TP coming in from Rubik in the order that you need these TPs to be here. If Doombringer gets caught out, actually he will be getting caught out. He gets silenced up, pops himself a Shadow Blade, so he will be able to survive just because of that. Meanwhile, the ulti does get used on top of a Wish Doctor. He does officially go down. Ancient Person ulti flies through. Somebody got dusted. Doombringer got dusted up. Slark's going to come forward. Leash land on top of Lich. Lich no ulti for 15 seconds. Really wishes that they waited for the ulti. Doombringer ulti flies on top of the Slark, and Rubik actually stole the ulti. Throws it on top of an Ancient Person. This is going to be a dead Doombringer now. He's going to be losing his life, and a double kill going towards the Storm Spirit. The pings do come on the map saying, hey bro, the pings come on the map, Slark saying, hey bro, deny me. And Slark does get denied. Slark does get denied. And these guys are just going to get casually pushed. I think Catalyst, like I said, have a pretty they're pretty much handling this game the way they should be handling the game. Their mid game was pretty darn impressive. It's still technically the mid game. When this game does go late, they need to be a little bit careful though, because Doombringer, he can become too big to the point where it's just that hard to kill him. But so far, I mean, Storm Spirit, he's looking like he's shaping up to be the right clicker for his team. Slark, he's of course becoming the next right clicker for his team, the primary right clicker. He's already working on a Scotty, so Shadowblade Scotty will in fact be his build, which I personally like, but people do it all the time, and it turns out well for them. On the side of VR gaming, I mean, they have. They don't have what they want, what they need. Nagasar is in fact going for the Radiance build, which I said before, guys. Radiance build, I did not like it before they nerfed the illusions. I definitely don't like it now after they nerfed the illusions. Now you can do some split pushing, which is cool. But with all the AoE damage coming out from Catalyst, with the Firefly, with the Fade Bolt, with Storm Spirit's Remnant, if you want to count that as AoE damage, and Slark's Death Pack, those illusions are going to be dropping very, very, very fast. So the Radiance burn is not going to be that impressive, to be honest.
Top tower has been denied.
Or maybe she's going for Rapier instead. Rapier would be nice. When in doubt, build a Rapier. Smoke getting used by the VG. They're going to see if they can try to find themselves a kill. They will be able to find a kill on top of Storm Spear though. I think, yeah, he is within range of the Centurion observers. So they just pinged them out. Invis Rune is up on him. I don't know if anybody will be able to find anybody though. They're just both playing very cautiously. Storm trying to see if he can find himself an easy pickoff. Wish Doctor looks like he will be the target. Just might be going out. Shadow Demon picks up a Geometry Sight, so it's going to make Doombringer's Shadow Blade a little bit more useless. The move speed will still be there, but that's about it.
Dire's middle tower is in the wrong end of business.
And here comes Doombringer ulti on top of his Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit does go down. Rubik uses that ulti on top of Lich to make sure no bounces go through. So beautiful play coming up from Ancient Bridge. Ulti does fly through well. Meanwhile, we got Slark going to be going out. Witch Doctor going to drop that ulti. Rubik stole it, but not going to be able to use it in time. And nice play coming out from VG Gaming. A lot of liberties getting taken by Catalyst. And actually, Catalyst trying to go back into the fight. Storm Spirit coming in, trying to get a kill on top of Doombringer. Claims to kill. Blink 4 from Batroder. Actually blunk into the wrong direction. Negative earn charge used on 2 people. Ancient Apparition going to be the one to take the fall. Witch Doctor going to fall immediately right afterwards. So like I said before, Catalyst taking a few too many liberties, but at the end of the day, it does pay off. Their aggression does not go unrewarded. Their aggression does not go unrewarded. And Blink 4 staff. Batroder is officially ready to kick anybody's tail that shows up. Speaking of kicking tail, Shadow Demon getting a little bit okay, this is a little bit overzealous on his part. Lich and Naga Siren sadly not going to be claiming the kill, or not going to be pursuing the kill. But actually, well man, Storm might be going down. He needs to be careful. It's going to tick down. He needs like 10%? I think it's what, 10% or is it 12%? Oh no. Let's see. Yeah, 10%. So 10% for Storm Spirit at that level would probably been a 90 HP. He would have shattered. Storm coming around the corner. The Observers do scout him out, and Storm looking like he really wants to kill things. Like 1, 2, 3 is like, bro, I want to kill all you guys. I want to kill 1. I want to kill 2. I want to kill 3 of you guys. Add that together, that's 6. Yeah. Smoke, or not smoke, Shadow Blade gets used on the backside. Nagasara initiating the fight with her ulti, which I think is a good idea. They're going to be able to get themselves in a really good position. The sick position does come through. Ancient Bridge ulti flies through, catches Storm Spirit. Meanwhile, Doombringer on the backside, he throws his Doom. He actually gets doomed up by Rubik, and actually Shadow Demon ulti gets used on top of Doombringer as well. Lich ulti is going to fly though. It's going to bounce on top of one person. Storm Spirit's around the corner. He's going to be able to kill the Witch Doctor before anything else happens. He does lose his life in the process. Meanwhile, Rubik forced to blink away. Nagasaren, which she had an ulti right now. Lich going to come around the higher ground. Gets hit with a nice little disruption. The body blast can come through with the illusions now. Batroder forced to use his ulti on top of Ancient Person. Pulls him away to where he doesn't want to be. Batroder still somehow surviving. Nagasaren not going to be able to claim that kill. She really wishes that she had more damage. She does get hit with a negative earn charge, so she should be losing her life here very shortly. And she does officially go down. Doombringer coming forward. Shadow Blade is going to be, Shadow Blade will be getting revealed by the geometry site. He's trying to go for an Agam Scepter, picks up the gem, not going to be able to find it, not going to be able to escape, I mean. But he does find the gem though. Temporarily held onto the gem. They're just playing like gym football. Gym ball. Somebody should invent a mode called gym ball. Do it guys, come on. The goal is to get the gem into the enemy's fountain. Yeah, that'll be fun. Gym ball it is, officially here. CulBlu caught it. So Rubik trying to kill his tower, does officially kill it. Taking a bunch of damage though. TP's out. The Grand Magus. And let's look at these items because I think the last time I checked, Batroder had a Blink Dagger 4 staff. But now we have Storm Spirit working on what looks to be either a Refresher or a Bloodstone. Or a Lincoln Sphere. Or a Battle Fury. Probably a Refresher guys, because Refresher Storm Spirit is legit, right? No, I'm joking. Storm Spirit is working on a Lincoln Sphere because of the Ultimate Orb. That's why I totally saw that earlier. And we also have Boots of Travel up on Batroder, so he's moving that much faster. And he's working on a BKB. So this is going to be nice items for him to have all around. The BKB will help him just blink in, be a full baller, and just pull anybody that he wants. Slark, Shadow Blade, Scotty will be his item choices. His second Ultimate Orb is on the way as soon as he gets gold for it. And on the side of VR Gaming, they got themselves a Radiance on Nagasara finally, but I think it's too little too late. 23-minute Radiance. I don't know if she had a little bit before that, but let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say she had about maybe the 19-minute mark. So 19-minute Radiance versus all the HP that you have on the side of Catalyst. I mean, Storm Spirit doesn't have that much HP yet, but he's going to get it very soon once he picks up that Ultimate Orb. We have Rubik. Never had a bunch of HP. Batroder, he's able to just jump in and jump out anyway. Shadow Demon has her Earner Shadows, and Slark, he already had his Ultimate Orb up, so really, the amount of damage that this Radiance will do over time won't really be that significant because they'll kill Naga fast enough to make it to where it just doesn't matter. And also, like I said, the amount of AoE coming out from this team is pretty darn high, especially since Rubik can steal a bunch of AoE spells of his own, such as Frost Blast. But they should be able to kill these illusions really easily. Coming out from Naga. So Smoke Gang is going to be getting used. They're trying to see if they can hunt themselves a Storm Spirit, which is probably not the best of targets, but Storm Spirit picked up Lincoln Sphere, so I mean they can do it if they want to. They'll probably lose their Doombringer ulti just right off the bat. When Shadow Blade coming forward from 10, they're going to go on top of Shadow Demon, or they're going to find a Rubik. Rubik will be losing his life here. If they do go for it, they decide not to go for it. Instead, they decide to retreat. I think they should have went for that. That would have been a nice fight for them. But they're going to instead TP to defend. All the TPs do come through. Roshan does get pinged. The Radiant think that the Dire are trying to sneak Roshan on him. And it's a really good assumption because they're hunting pretty hard. They're actually missing from the map. Quite a bit. The pings do come forward. Slark gonna get hit with that Doombringer ulti immediately by the looks of it. Slark coming forward. The Doombringer ulti does fly through. The Cassia flies through as well. The ulti from Lich flies through. Doesn't really bounce up anybody. Storm Spirit comes forward. Barrett blinks in and steals the Doombringer. Not gonna be able to do too much damage to him. But the ulti comes out from Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon will be able to slow the Doombringer. Doombringer does officially go down. Meanwhile, the fight's gonna continue around the backside. Ancient Brushman will be losing his life. We already have Witch Doctor and Slark. They've already lost their lives in this fight so far. Double kill going towards Storm Spirit. And we see the only survivor is Naga Siren. Of all people, they really needed her ulti there. I don't really know why she was way back there at the fountain. I think she TP'd back to fountain later. She was trying to like push the lane or something.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This is a pretty dangerous thing. Naga Siren sends an illusion forward.
Dire's top tower is
Pretty sure they know it's illusion. And here comes the courier bringing the Force Staff to Rubik and also some reserve rewards. Shadow Demon gonna go ahead and use it, make his own illusion so he can get his own radiance. Why not? It's what, 8 seconds? 10 seconds of radiance? So does Slark have his second piece yet? Or has he been dying that much? Okay, Slark is gonna go for a Lincoln Sphere instead. The Scotty, to me the Scotty would have been cool and all. But yeah, I do agree with this Lincoln Sphere instead. The reason I was calling the Scott is because what I saw before, like he might have had that Perseverance a long time ago. But what I saw before was Orb of Venom plus the Ultimate Orb, and I've seen Scotty Slarks, Shadowblade Scotty Slarks quite a bit in the past. But yeah, the Lincoln Sphere I do agree with because Doombringer ulti is pretty darn annoying. That's 2 Lincoln Spheres now for the Radiant side, and now they're going to try to go on top of Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor's getting slowed. I don't think he'll be able to make us alive, and it looks like the answer will be, of course he's not going to be able to make us alive. Storm Spirit a little bit too much swag. Actually, no, he does just barely make it alive. Doombringer going to be able to pop that ulti on top of that Storm Spirit. Sadly, Rubik stole the orange carpet. Or, greatly, Rubik stole the orange carpet. Ancient Prince ulti was already used. He can't really do anything, just stand there and take the damage. Barrett are going to force Doombringer back into this fight. The Shadow Demon ulti getting used again. Does he have an Ags is my question. The answer is no. I'm sad. No Ags on Shadow Demon. Yeah, so much fire. So many flames. Barrett blinks forward, gets himself a sticky napalm on top of Naga. And Naga's ulti is still available once again. Level 2 of the ulti, so it won't be on that long of a cooldown. She does decide to use it now. And the Lincoln Sphere is officially up on top of Slark. So 2 Lincolns. I think if you put a Lincoln Sphere on top of Storm, then he can just like dodge everything. Naga's ulti forced to get used. She's going to go ahead and drop herself illusions. Some illusions and leave him back. And that's the Shadow Demon illusions versus the Naga illusions. And sadly, the Naga illusions do lose the fight. And the reason why Naga illusions lost the fight because I think the Shadow Demon illusions were invulnerable, but they were burning the Naga illusions, so they burned them for a lot longer. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that Catalyst have claimed this game in a fantastical fashion once again. We're just waiting for them to either finish the Rexes or for the other team to call GG. It looks like the fight's going to continue to happen. Nagasar getting immediately blown up. Slark going to come forward. He gets a leash on top of Witch Doctor. Ulti comes out from Lich. Going to be bouncing off of a few people. Not going to be getting immediate, unlimited bounces because no Agro Scepters are there. Awkward coming out from Slark. And now the fight's going to continue. Shadow Demon, he will be losing his life. Too much damage coming to his backside. And speaking of too much damage coming to your backside, Storm Spirit getting hit in the back by the fountain. And there we go. Everything. Oh man, that frost armor. That frost armor though. Frost armor on buildings is, I think, probably one of the coolest updates in the patch. So much potential you can have for that. You can throw your frost armor on every single building.
Dire's middle tower is
so
in
cool.
the wrong end of business. Dire's middle tower is under fire.
So the middle tower is getting pushed in. Just waiting for these guys to kill that. and they'll be able to claim that tower. So they're going to play Ring Around the Rosie in the base. We got VG Gaming, they're up in a few seconds. Doombringer's ulti is available. Rubik has been stealing that ulti all over and over and over again though. Disruption gets used on top of Naga Illusion. Sadly it's Illusion now. Shadow Demon is going to be using those illusions to burn things back. Nice little drawback. So going to get to Shadow Demon. Doombringer throws out his nice little, oh man, whoa, we got battery coming forward. He's going to go full man. Gets himself a nice little pull on top of Doombringer. Doombringer can't drop that ulti. He is not going to be able to drop the ulti fast enough. The net comes out from Naga on top of this Rubik, which I think is finally good. Her nets have been used, or haven't really been used all that often. Meanwhile, we got Ancient Person taking a bunch of damage from Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit zipping forward, trying to get himself a few more kills. He's going to be able to get himself a kill on top of Lich, get himself a kill on top of this one, getting burned by the Rays, but doesn't really care. Going to try to kill the Naga. The Naga ulti does come through. GGs do get caught out though. I think that's going to be it. GGs do come through. And looks like it got cancelled. We're going to just continue to punch things. So we'll just wait for the Ancient to explode. And there it goes, guys. It finally goes boom. And that is it for the game. So that was, once again, a pretty dominating game for Catalyst. Sure, but still VG Gaming did put up a fight nonetheless, as they all do, and I think that ends my casting for today. I'm not too terribly sure. I think the finals are next Friday, so I have to wait a whole week for them? Question mark. Alright, so anyway, that is going to be it for this game. My name is CulBlu. I was watching you guys this game in the Friday Night Live Dota series. I hope I changed my overlay, because if I didn't, I'll be so sad. And there we go, I did. Everything is fine. Everything is well. If you guys want to follow me on my media sites, you can check me out on YouTube, which is youtube.com/CulBluDota. That's CulBlu Dota. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you can do that as well. It's @CulBluDota. Same thing. And that's pretty much it. So if you guys want to support me, like my stuff, follow videos and stuff. If you like this video, like it. If you insert sales pitch here. And that's it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, I'll see you guys whenever.